hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Wolverines will put total leather to crank us up. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Got a man, it's Durham. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. When you get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine, he might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Flushed out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. Makes the grab.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Myers on the move. Touchdown, LSU! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. To the running back. Got room to work. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Bringing the heat. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. The short hands, it's Bell. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give on the inside. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, trying to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Caught near the sticks. It's Bell. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and keep the drive going.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They want to run this quarterback. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
To the air, it's Sorsby. Grab near the marker, it's Craven. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And to have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Rides to back and leaves it. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got it set up on the outside. Still running at the 35. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Sorsby. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. one on the toss. There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. Receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Using his legs to buy some time. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to beat the D deep. Grabs it inside the 15. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to pass, it's Sorsby. Makes the grab, it's Green. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch at the 35. Team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Out of the gun, the give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab inside the 30. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. To the air on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. It'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Michigan offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think
nothing but green grass down the middle. At the 30, the 20. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
Yeah, that was way too easy. Defense is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let them run north-south and try to get it downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to pass. Might be looking to run. Touchdown, Wolverines! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he makes the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Turner. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got it in the middle. It's Craven. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to run it. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers! They take the lead with the 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Breaks the tackle. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Got his man. Running through contact. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So Reese with that drop.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Quickly out to the tight end. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterbacks go.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 20. Yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Finds his man. It's Bell. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll go to the counter, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Rolling right and going deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. Third and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now on second down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Makes the catch, it's Brown. Breaks into the open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Time to find the end zone. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Trying to barrel in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. There's an old school thought that says just take the 3 here, but that feels like a win for the defense. I'm going here.
Yeah, and there's a new school thought that says I'm inside the 2-yard line. It's 4th down. I'm going for it. I'm going to be aggressive. So I don't think you have many opportunities like this. I like my chances going for it.
They'll send the tight end in motion. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Past the 50. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick.
Looking for the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. He'll keep it himself. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive,
and he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 8. The give as they work on that clock. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The quick out. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Smithers into space. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Rushes on him. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
The sweet feet buy a little time. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Under fire. Grab behind the line. It's Buckley. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Sweat it all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.